All right, some technical difficulties here on game one. I think we're all hooked up and ready to go, but we are ready to go in time, and we are getting ready to kick off. The McCollum Cowboys will be kicking off to the South End Bobcats. Just a couple of more clicks of a button that I've got to do here. I'm going to hand it over to Haley Wilson, who will give us a play-by-play.
And the McCollum Cowboys won the toss and deferred, so they are going to be kicking off to start the game to the South End Bobcats, giving the Bobcats the first crack at it here for this 2025 football season. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. It is very hot in the booth, and our equipment needed a bit of a break, but we're back, we're in it, and we're ready to go. Number 11 for the McCollum Cowboys, David Garza, to kick us off and get this football season started.
Number 1, Noah Mendez, and number 4, Isaiah Hines.
Garza with the kick. Caught by the Bobcats. Good return here for the Bobcats. He's free, plenty of room. Jets on number 4, Isaiah Hines. An opening drive touchdown for the South End Bobcats.
Number 4, Isaiah Hines.
86-yard kickoff return. Isaiah Hines has done it. Taking the kickoff, and with only 14 seconds off of the clock on the 2025 football season, Isaiah Hines has made his mark. Touchdown, South End, a kickoff return.
What a return there for Hines. He just put on the Jets, and it was not even close. Hines, a senior for this South End Bobcat team, coming out making a statement to get the season started.
And there you have it at the 50-yard line. He had just about cleared the entire kickoff team for the McCollum Cowboys. 10-5, he could go all the way he did. The South End Bobcats lined up for an extra point attempt here.
Collar tackle called against the Cowboys will be enforced on the kickoff.
Anthony Mata with the hold for the Bobcats.
Boy, what a way to start the season, Haley. Oh my gosh.
What a statement for the Bobcats there.
Coming off an 8-2 season, we visited with Coach Baron before the game started, and he says it's hard to improve on 8-2. I'd say if you're going to improve on 8-2, you run the kickoff back for a touchdown, and South End Bobcats have done that. They're going to be back on the field. They'll be kicking off to the Cowboys to see if they can answer, if they have an answer. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Okay.
First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here. Don't mess with Texas. Hey, see y'all from Texas. We got Beyonce, Training Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to them boys, and I can't forget about them.
So there was that penalty against the Cowboys after that, and so now you see the ball spotted at the Cowboy 45-yard line, and boy, what a way to start a season, Haley.
Hines just put on the Jets, and it wasn't even close. Incredible start for the Bobcats. Let's see how the Cowboys respond here. Short kick for the Bobcats. Caught fumbled, but Barrientos jumps on the football. And so McCollum will get their first chance on offense at their 20-yard line.
Well, this is what you want to see if you're for the McCollum Cowboys, your offense on the field. The Cowboys with a new head football coach. We try to get that interview earlier in the day, but earlier in this show here, but we'll put it on our social media so you can check that out. But Coach Wilkinson taking over the McCollum Cowboys football team here as the head coach and looking to see what offense they bring here for the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys here, we're going to have a sophomore in at quarterback, number 9, Jordan Cesades. There's been a QB battle all summer long, all spring long, throughout fall camp. But tonight, Cesades getting the start due to his, according to his coach, his athleticism, his ability to create big plays, and hopefully come out and respond to that opening touchdown for the Bobcats.
The ball is now placed at their own 25-yard line, Haley.
Yeah, up to the 25. High snap. And Cesades is just going to fall on the football. Smart just to stay safe there for that play. Just a little bit of a pre-game or first game jitters, I should say, Bobby. Not uncommon for us to see.
One of the most important parts of any play is that connection between the center and his quarterback, and especially if you've got yourself someone that is new in the quarterback spot, maybe even a new center. But here you go.
Cowboys going to punch it up the middle, try to get some of that yardage back. They'll get a little bit back.
Yeah, they lost about 14 yards on that snap over the head of Casares, but they got about half of that back, and they're ready to go.
Good run there to get things started by number 20, Dom Zapata. It's going to be third down here. And Cesades tried to pitch it, but the fumble on the play. South San Bobcats take over. What an incredible start here for the Bobcats. First on offense, special teams, now on defense.
The McCollum Cowboys were going with the option, 3rd and long, and the quarterback hit from behind, and the ball was on the floor. South San Bobcat defense swarming all over it. The energy is in the blue and white jerseys here so far tonight. 10 minutes and 38 seconds still to play in the first quarter. We haven't played 2 whole minutes. The South San Bobcats threatening to put the second score up on the board.
Bobcats came out ready to play again. Like you had said, Coach, coming off of an 8-2 season last year. They clearly have not lost the momentum as we see the handoff up the middle, still moving. All the way in. That's going to be a touchdown for the Bobcats.
Not to be denied. That was number 22, Alejandro Trevinho, hit at the line of scrimmage and continued to drive his feet, would not go down, crossed the goal line. He's in the end zone again for the South San Bobcats. Alejandro Trevinho, Alex Trevinho, Coach Baron, we visited with him before the game, and he told us we're going to see a lot of Alex Trevinho. Alex Trevinho, the South San Bobcat faithful, discovered him last year in this game. Came out of nowhere, but once that he had his feet on the turf, boy, there was no looking back and starting the season off just the way the Bobcats would like. First play from scrimmage, it's a touchdown. First play for special teams, a kickoff return, it's a touchdown. The Bobcats leading 14-0. We'll be right back.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
And we are back here at South San Stadium where the Bobcats are making a statement. First, we have the touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. Hines runs it all the way back, 87 yards. Then we just have a fumble recovery, and Alex Trevinho punches it in for another touchdown. South San with the 14-0 lead early. Bobby, they're not playing around.
They're not. Special teams has done their job so far on the very first play of the game. Then when they went on defense, it was Braden Booth with a big hit, ball bouncing out. South San on top of it. Coach Phil Baron, in the beginning of the game, we talked to him. He talked about how tough his offensive line is. A new strength and conditioning coach coming in to South San. And looks like
they look pretty tough, pretty strong to me.
Yeah, one play, 21 yards. That was all strength.
Yeah, tons of strength. The Cowboys, again, maybe not off to the best start, but have been working hard all offseason. Again, offensively, tons of standouts that we got to hear a little bit about in our pregame interview, which, again, we will post to our socials after. But Coach Wilkinson highlighted several of the Cowboys on offense: Dom Zapata, Nate Moreno, Alex Pacheco, Jeremiah Guerra. So tons of star power on the Cowboys as well. We will see if they're able to stop the momentum of the Bobcats and get things going here, as we see Cesares go for the long pass. It's good. Down to the 20, down to the 10, touchdown Cowboys. What a throw there for Cesares.
Jordan Casares finds number 26 on the sideline. Jeremiah Guerra finds number 26, senior Jeremiah Guerra on the sideline, untouched, to score that on the first play from the first play from scrimmage on their second possession. The McCollum Cowboys run. Talk about a big play. Talk about a big play game
response.
Here. What a response. That's an answer there for the McCollum Cowboys, lining up now to kick the extra point, down 14-6. We're still in the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. The kick is up, and it's good. Number 11 for the McCollum Cowboys is David Garza. And we're going to get that up on our scoreboard. I think we're, no jinx, but I think we're glitch-free now going forward. Thank you for staying with us. You're watching a great football game here on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
And we are back here at South San Stadium. We have had an action-packed first minute and 40-ish seconds, and we still have 3 quarters, almost 4 quarters of football to go. South San up on McCollum 14-7, but we are just getting started, folks.
A high lob kick for McCollum. They're not going to kick it deep again. There's one guy they're not going to kick to again here tonight. I can guarantee it. And the Bobcats bring it up to the 37-yard line. He's tackled by the Cowboys.
What a start for this game. Yeah, we're not going to see Isaiah Hines get another return likely for this evening. But the South San Bobcats are going to take over right at about the 36.
Okay, folks, we're approaching the 10-minute mark of the first quarter of the first game of the 2025 season. Haley, I don't know if I can make it through a season if this is any indication of what we are going to see all year long. The South San Bobcats open with a kickoff return for a touchdown. They get a fumble and score on the first play from scrimmage. And then McCollum on the second possession, first play from scrimmage, a 70-yard touchdown pass from Casares to Jeremiah Guerra. Let's see, first play from scrimmage. What are we going to see here?
South San's going to try to run it up the middle. They hand it off to number 22, none other than Trevinho.
David Falan for the Cowboys ensures that we don't have another first play score for the South San Bobcats on their second possession. And about a gain of a couple of yards there. We'll see a 2nd and 8.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats.
2nd and 8 for the Bobcats. On defense for the Cowboys, lots of veterans in a super athletic secondary, which we'll get into right after this play. But this Cowboy defense, is not going to give up just based on this first couple of minutes of football. Again, the handoff up the middle. Trevinho is going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards. Should bring up a 3rd and 2.
Again, Coach Baron in the pregame interview, and we're going to have that up on our social media. Coach Wilkinson and Coach Baron, so gracious with their time. We had some technical difficulties. We couldn't get that up before the game started. But Coach Baron was telling us how high they were on Alex Trevinho. He says, discovered here in game 1 last year in the game against McCollum. Alex Trevinho came from deep in the depth chart, right up to the first spot, and he hasn't looked back since. 3rd down and 2. He's carried all 3 plays for the Bobcats so far. Is he going to get called again?
And it looks like some movement here. Actually, we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a timeout for the Bobcats. We will take a... Well, actually, we'll keep it right here. Get everybody caught up to speed.
A little movement for the Bobcats was on the sideline. Coach Baron jumping out there and wanting a timeout, not liking what he sees. A 3rd down and short, and probably in a position where if it doesn't get a first down here, he's going to want to punt the ball. So an important timeout here early in the first half. Baron wants to keep these things going. He doesn't want to punt from here. He knows, if he didn't know before the game started, that McCollum can be pretty explosive. So again, he wants some possession time here and get the ball down the field at least so that he can flip that. While we are between plays, we're going to run a 7 Cents Media spot for you. 7 Cents Media, a new sponsor for us, and 7 Cents Media, Sebastian Castro and Isaiah Castro behind that, and we welcome them on And we come back to 3rd and short. Coach Baron trying to get things cleaned up. And here we go.
We'll see if they get the handoff to Trevinho. And they are going to hand it off to Trevinho, who finds a bit of space, and he's going to pick up just enough for the first down for the Bobcats.
Looks like he got out to the 48-yard line. He only needed the 40. He only needed the 46, and with the first down, the Bobcats going to line up in a hurry here again with the Cowboys on their heels. Haley, what I see about Trevinho, we didn't get an opportunity much last year to watch him, but he's slippery. I mean, he gets up into that line of scrimmage, and I don't see a whole lot of arms coming around him. He's a slippery runner.
He's also super tough on that last run. He tossed a couple Cowboys around left and right. We see the first short pass of the game, completion to Noah Mendez, one of the captains of this Bobcats team. Going to pick up about 8. It's going to be a 2nd and 2.
Quarterback Anthony Mata putting it in the air for the first time here tonight. Quick one-step drop back from a shotgun position, and a nice target Noah Mendez had for him. A strike on his first pitch for the quarterback Anthony Mata, new quarterback for South San. Coach Baron's son quarterbacked this squad while he was here. He is now serving in the United States Air Force, and we thank him for his service. Hope he's watching.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Bobcats. Got a little bit of motion, but the handoff there to Julius Martinez, but no good there. Cowboys all over it.
Looks like J.P. Fisher got some penetration there and a tackle for a loss. First time that has happened to the Bobcats offense here tonight. It'll create a 3rd and long for them. And we will see what Coach Baron dials up. We thank you for joining us here on our stream. David Garza, yes, exactly. He says, let's go Cowboys, let's go Coach Garza. David talking about his son Danny Garza coaching for the McCollum Cowboys tonight and this year.
But roll out, trying to get another short pass. Pass completed to Martinez. And I do believe just up short for the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Bobcats. Again, great completion there by Mata. Patient in the pocket, finds his guy. Just short, though, enough to move the chains.
A tackle and corral. Coach Baron taking his time to make his decision here. It's 3rd and short. He's across the 50-yard line. You might expect that he would go for it here, and I don't see a punter coming on the field. So 4th and short. The Bobcats will go for it on 4th and short from the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Coach, who do you think they're going to give it to?
Well, the gaps are really, really tight here. We are foot to foot. The Cowboys trying to make some substitutions. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. A timeout from the sideline looked like 13 or 14. I saw two McCollum defenders coming onto the field. I didn't see anybody leave a flag from the back judge. I don't know if the timeout was going to nullify that or not. But if that is too many men on the field, that will be an automatic first down for South San. Let's see how this gets sorted out. I'm watching the white cap to see that. While we look for the call, we'd like to thank Presidio Concrete for joining us again this year. 2nd straight year on our sponsorship teams. Presidio Concrete, large or small, commercial or residential, private or public. If you've got a concrete need, Presidio Concrete is the company to call. You know, they did the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo, Veterans Memorial Stadium. But if you need a slab for your barbecue pit in the backyard, they can do that as well. Presidio Concrete, if you've got a concrete need, Presidio is the call you need to make. The white hat tells us waving off the flag, Coach Wilkinson and his staff calling a timeout in time so that we don't have too many men on the field. That was a little bit, had some late substitutions. I saw a bunch of Cowboys coming on, no Cowboys going off, so that had to be too many men on the field. David Garza, again, getting back to his message. Danny Garza, his son, coaching for the McCollum Cowboys. He coaches tight ends in the interior line. He played football in high school at Harlandale High School, went to Prairie View A&M, and he's here coaching the McCollum Cowboys. This is his first outing as an assistant varsity coach. We wish the Cowboys, we wish Danny Garza all the best.
South San going to go for it. But there was some movement. I do think the Bobcats moved first, so this might change how Coach Baron approaches this here. We'll see. Wait for the official call.
The official here by us signaling over to Coach Baron. He says, it's on you. It's on blue over here.
Right.
And judging by Coach Baron's body
reaction.
language, yeah, I think that the penalty will go against the Bobcats. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so instead of 4th and 1, you're going to be looking at 4th and 6. And we'll see. This looks like, as I see the Cowboys lining up, it's going to be one of those hybrid punt formations where looks like, oh, here comes the punter.
Yeah, here comes, I was going to say, Castillo taking the field here now. So it does appear as if the Bobcats are going to kick this one away and set back to receive for the Cowboys. It does look like it's one of the captains of this team, one of the senior leaders of this team, Hayden Gonzalez, for the McCollum Cowboys. So we'll see what Castillo does. Short punt, but Castillo is able to, or short snap, but Castillo is able to get it off. Takes a favorable McCollum bounce, but the South San Bobcats are able to touch it. So McCollum's going to get the football right around the, right at their 34 with 6:15 left here, only in the first quarter still. So
Murphy's Law there for the South San Bobcat special teams punt team. The snap rolled back to the punter. Castillo, fortunately, like a shortstop, picked that up and booted it. But that was only about a 17-yard punt for the Bobcats. Right. The Cowboys will take possession here from their own 34-yard line.
Last time Cowboys were on offense, we saw a big-time touchdown from Guerra. Cowboys try to give it to Zapata up the middle, but good interior defense there by the Bobcats. Now, I think McCollum actually lost a yard on that, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 here for the Cowboys.
Number 9 for the South End Bobcats is Braden Booth, and if you have been following high school sports in the preseason, you've probably read an article about him. He is one of the top recruits, if not the top recruit in his class in the state of Texas, certainly in his position as a defensive end. Braden Booth is his name, a junior, a Power 4 recruit, and he will probably be playing D1 someplace in a couple of years.
High snap there, but Cesares was able to recover it, just tried to find a little bit of space on the outside edge, wasn't able to do so. So another 2-yard loss for the Cowboys. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Coach Baron really high on his defense and his defensive line. Josiah Cerda is the other defensive end, and he says, don't sell him short. Braden Booth is getting a lot of attention, but Josiah Cerda is an excellent defensive end as well.
You had a little bit of movement here. McCollum pointing at South Sand. South Sand player number 9. Actually, Mr. Booth himself is saying, hey, that's on me, that's my bad. So I think there might be a little bit of movement here. 5-yard penalty for the Bobcats. It's going to give McCollum just a little bit of breathing room, makes it a little bit more manageable of a 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys.
Other than that one explosive play that they had on their second possession for a touchdown, the Cowboys have really struggled. This South End defense is stout.
Stout, pass completed there to number 26, Jeremiah Guerra. Lowers the shoulder, finds some space up the middle, 1st down for the Cowboys. What a hit stick there by Guerra.
Well, that was a tunnel screen trying to nullify the rush for the South End Bobcats. A nice call for a 1st down. The Cowboys keep possession.
Handoff up the middle. Nate Moreno finding some space, momentum, picking up, building here for the Cowboys. Moreno's going to pick up about, let's see, I think about 6 or 7. It looks like about 6.
Coach Wilkinson taking over for Coach Klon, and one of Coach Klon's trademarks in his offense was always having a fullback, Nate Moreno. I was curious to see how Coach Wilkinson was going to utilize him. A big power bowling ball kind of running back, 2 back-to-back carries, and he's got the Cowboys to 3rd and short.
Yeah, Moreno, when in our breakdown that we got from Coach Wilkinson earlier in the week, he said Nate Moreno is a very hard guy to bring down, especially when he gets inside the lines. Moreno's a tough guy to slow down.
Low center of gravity and a long snap again. A hard count is going to bring the South End Bobcats across. And, you know, Coach Wilkinson checking off a couple of boxes here, trying to nullify that rush. He called a screen that worked well. It was well executed, and a couple of hard counts have brought South End across the line of scrimmage. So that will, if you got the ears pinned back over there on the defensive line, a hard count, a screen can slow that down just a little bit.
Cowboys, let's see if they can capitalize on some of these mistakes from the Bobcats. Still 4 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. Cesares is going to take it himself up the middle. Good little run. He's going to pick up just about 5. Good QB keep there for Cesares.
Jordan Casares, a sophomore quarterback. He and Luke Tejeda, a junior. It was a battle for that starting spot in the preseason, and Coach Wilkinson had to make a call. It looks like for game 1, at the very least, Jordan Casares, a sophomore, has got the keys to the car, and we've got about 2nd down and 5 now for the Cowboys.
Casada is going to roll to the outside, looking just short. Did have a man open, number 26 for the Cowboys, Guerra, none other than, but just a little bit short of a pass from Casares. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys.
The throw was short and had a little bit of alligator arms there, but that was because Ethan Garza, big linebacker, senior linebacker for the South End, was hot on his tail, and Casares really had to get rid of that before he wanted to. Rolling to his left, had to fix his shoulders. He's a right-hander, and that's tough when you got somebody bearing down on you.
High snap again for the Cowboys. nothing Gonzalez can do besides just fall on the football, ensure that the Cowboys maintain possession, but that's not going to matter. Cowboys punting squad's going to come out, and it does appear as if the South San Bobcats are going to get another chance here to put one in before the end of the first quarter.
Isaiah Hines is one of the return men along with Noah Mendez, so we know that the kickoff, the kicker for kickoff is not going to put it in Isaiah Hines' hands. He's the guy with the green fluorescent shoes, so he's not hard to miss. And we'll see what the punt team does. Hines, very, very dangerous with the football.
Low snap, but Cowboys able to get it off nonetheless. Great kick there from David Fallon. Great kick. It's going to roll all the way down to the 2. So, again, excellent, excellent punt there for the Cowboys. It's going to pin South San at the 2-yard line. We'll take a quick break with them. We'll be right back.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
And we're back. South San trying to find some space out of their, away from the end zone. They are able to pick up a few yards there. It looks like just about a 5-yard run for the Bobcats.
Alejandro Trevinho again showing how slippery he is. He's got that sidestep to make the linebackers miss, and then once he gets to the second level, he's extremely dangerous. A big 5-yard gain from inside his 5-yard line. That was a nice first down play. Nice execution for the Bobcats.
2nd and 6 for the Bobcats. The handoff to Trevinho, who's going to find some space up the middle, but is swarmed by a group of Cowboys. Not very much space for Trevinho. Good defense on the inside for the Cowboys. We're getting a little spicy. Get the season started. Everyone's all right. We're all good. We're all good.
Got the clock is stopped here. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, the helmet.
He lost a helmet.
There you go.
I don't know if it was on purpose or not, though. I think there might have been a little.
He's got to come off, and the officials reminding him of the rule. He's got to come off for one play. So that is number 22, Alex Trevinho, coming out for a play, and he's not going to be able to run the ball here. So with 3rd and about 3 yards, the South San Bobcats offense is going to have to dial something else up. Alex Trevinho has been the workhorse so far this quarter.
We're getting some subs from the Cowboys as well. Again, like you had said, Coach, 3rd and about 3. South San going to hand it off the middle. QB keep.
By number 10.
I do believe that's going to be plenty. Mata ran it around the outside. That should be enough to move the chains. That's going to be a first down for the Bobcats and should give the Bobcats a chance to sub Trevinho back in. Now he's got his helmet on, sat out of play, and there he comes.
Nice call for the South San Bobcats as they had been given the ball to Alex Trevinho. Of course, Alex on the sideline, but this time it was a fake give and a keeper by the quarterback, Anthony Mata. He got across that first down marker, moved the chains, first down.
1 minute, 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. The handoff to none other than Trevinho, who's finding some space on the outside, still on his feet. It's going to take a whole swarm of Cowboys to bring him down. Great run there, 8-yard run for Trevinho. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Once again, Trevinho on the carry picks up.
Nice down blocks there by the offensive line. I'm going to give credit to number 71 there, Malachi Cruz. And great vision again. I mean, I'm pretty high on Alex Trevinho as well. Again, we didn't see him that many times last year, but in a quarter of action, I can see why Coach Baron was speaking so highly of him.
A little bit of motion for the Bobcats here. I think we had another False start for the Bobcats.
Got a flinch over there on the left side of the offensive line, and that's going to be enough to draw the flag. So instead of 2nd and 1, the second time that the Bobcats have been called for motion before the snap, for movement before the snap, and they're getting walked back from a 2nd and short now to about a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 for the Bobcats. Mata's going to take the snap, handoff up the middle to Trevinho. Again, good defense on the inside by the Cowboys. Trevinho picked up maybe a yard or 2.
Cowboys really keen on the give to Trevinho, and the last time they were in this situation, it was a fake give and a quarterback keep by Anthony Mata. Similar situation. The clock is winding down to the end of the first quarter. The Bobcats are going to use that to their advantage and talk about it just a little bit. We're watching a great football game. It's a season opener. The McCollum Cowboys at South San. It's South San 14, McCollum 7. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
We are back here at South San Stadium, headed into the second quarter of action. South San up 14-7 on McCollum, but it has been a battle so far. Both teams starting to settle in a little bit. We saw some explosive plays in the first 2 minutes of the game, but since then it's been a kind of slow and steady race between these two squads. South San 3-4. Pass batted away by number 21, J.P. Fisher for the Cowboys.
J.P. Fisher's second big defensive play for the Cowboy defender. He had a tackle for a loss earlier in the game in the first quarter, and this time he bats one away. It looked like it was going to be a flare pass to the receiver out here by the numbers. Fisher was in a great spot and just pawed it down. The South San punt team is back on the field for McCollum. Number 1 is Hayden Gonzalez, a senior. He's hoping to get his hands on this football. He's standing at the 50-yard line, so any kind of regular punt, if you want to call it that, and a cover should give the Cowboys good field position.
Low snap. Gonzalez is able to catch it, fumbles it, picks it up though. Gonzalez able to find some space on the outside. He's able to pick up about 10 or so yards, and McCollum's going to get the football at the 37.
South San again having trouble with the deep snap. Earlier in the game, we saw one roll back to the punter, and this one didn't exactly roll, but it hit the ground a couple of times. The punter able to field that, fortunately for South San, but they've come close to disaster here twice on their punts. A flag is down at the 45-yard line. The officials are talking about it, and just about the way the Bobcats are positioning, I'm going to go out on a limb and say if there's a call, it's going to be against, it's going to go against McCollum.
Against the Cowboys, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
So an illegal block it is right there at the 45-yard line. Hayden Gonzalez did a good job of walking the tightrope on the near sideline, getting the ball inside the 40. But with the illegal block, it's going to go back to the McCollum end of the field. They'll be, instead of snapping the ball from the South San 40, they're going to be snapping their first down play from their own 41-yard line. So That's a difference of 20 yards. That's a big penalty, a 10-yard penalty, but really, in effect, a net 20-yard loss for the McCollum Cowboys.
Big loss there for the Cowboys. We'll see again how they respond. Just getting started here in the second quarter, 11 minutes, 45 seconds. Cáceres hits number 85, Jaden Zapata, who fumbles it around a little bit, is able to regain control of the football, but it's only able to pick up about 3 yards.
Nice pass by Jordan Cáceres, again, through a strike, but number 85, Jaden Zapata, as Haley described, unable to bring that in on first touch. So that's a critical second or second and a half there that you let the South San Bobcat defense swarm in on you while you're trying to get possession of the football.
A little bit of movement. The pitch to Guerra. He's finding space on the outside, still on his feet, but it looks like there might have been a fumble, and it looks like the South San Bobcats recovered it. Number 2, Pancho Garcia with the fumble recovery for the Bobcats. South San football.
Right there in front of the McCollum Cowboys sideline. Jeremiah Guerra, again, you can't fault him. He was pushing for an extra yard there, too, kept his feet, and in doing so, made the football vulnerable. The Bobcats take a swat at it, put it on the turf, and recover it. So just one play on that drive. The tough, explosive South San Bobcat offense back on the field in McCollum territory.
Massive.
First and 10 Bobcat from the Cowboys 47-yard line.
So South San football at the 47.
And a flag from the back judge that usually tells you that time has expired on the play clock, as he is the one that is spying the
5-yard penalty.
the play clock. Bound down to 0, penalty, 5-yard penalty. We got Richard Landa in the chat room with us. Richard, welcome back to RC Audio Sports. Landa is a big McCollum name, and we are happy to see you on our stream here. You can chat with us, but you have to be a subscriber. And so while you're here, you found us, subscribe to our channel, and you can chat with us as we make our calls.
11 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the second quarter. First and 15 here for the Bobcats. Mata tries to keep it himself, but great read there by McCollum. Number 10, Devin Phelan was all over that one. Didn't have him fooled for a second.
A little miscommunication for the Bobcats as Phelan was trying to hand the ball off to his left, and the running back was coming to his right. So there was some miscommunication there in the huddle. And given the opportunity, David Phelan, the defender for the Cowboys, made the tackle. It was Anthony Mata, the quarterback, who miscommunicated with his running back, and Phelan taking full advantage of that miscommunication, a tackle for a loss. So a penalty, a 5-yard penalty, and then about a 7-yard tackle for a loss. It's a second down and 23.
Again, Coach, I feel like every year we do this, in the first game or two, we do see some first game jitters, first game excitement on both sides of the football for both teams. I feel like we've seen that a little bit tonight.
Absolutely, Haley. I'd like to add to that after this play.
Run up the middle there. Trevinho finding space, gets up just north of the original line of scrimmage. But again, McCollum Cowboys all over Phelan. Again, he's just has his nose on the football tonight.
Circling back to your point, Haley, thanks for bringing me back to earth, because, man, this game has not – the first quarter of this game was not being played like the first game of a season.
No.
And these guys are they were in midseason form, but as the game goes on, you're going to expect to see some of these errors that you'll see early in the season, some movement and some miscommunication on the plays and such. So, man, the first quarter was just amazingly played, and I had, thanks for bringing it back to mind. This is game one.
It's game one. I felt like for the first 2 minutes we were watching ESPN Top 10 highlight reels.
Well, for the first 2 minutes, for sure, we certainly were. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe while you're here. We'll be right back.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back to South End High School, where we also like to welcome in Yvette Diaz of Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. She's our newest sponsor here at RC Audio Sports. If you have any questions regarding life, health, or even Medicare, give Yvette Diaz a call. Her information is on the screen. She can answer any questions you might have regarding your healthcare needs. We'll be back to the game here.
So we're looking at a 3rd and long for South San, about 3rd and 20. We'll see what the Bobcats are able to do. Mata was looking for none other than Trevinho, but again, McCollum, not about it.
JP Fisher.
Not about it.
JP Fisher making his statement for maybe defensive player of the game. 3 big plays for JP Fisher. Read that screen, was not fooled. And probably a good thing for the Bobcats that Trevinho was between him and the ball, because, boy, did JP Fisher read that play just exactly right. 4th and long, the punt team is out for the Bobcats. They've had trouble with the deep snap. We'll see if they've solved that riddle, or if the Cowboys get another chance at swatting the ball.
And Hayden Gonzalez again back to receive here. Punt pretty high in the air. It's not going to get to Gonzalez. Good play there. Good read for the Bobcats by Ramos. Just going to pick it up. Was taking a favorable McCollum bounce, and so McCollum's going to get the football with decent field position to again keep this second quarter rolling, Coach. South San still leading 14-7, 9 minutes, 13 seconds left.
A good snap, but about a 15-yard punt for the South San Bobcats. And the Bobcats having trouble with any aspect of the game. The punt team is struggling just a bit. We got Victor Alvarez on our chat. And he says, high school football is back. Isn't it wonderful? The most wonderful time of the year. Thank you for joining us, Victor. And if you're chatting with us, it means you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, make sure you do it while you're here.
Cowboys back on offense. Great little pass there to Rodriguez. Great read by Casares. Good read. McCollum's going to pick up about 7.
McCollum has spent a lot of time on the ground here today, but every time Casares has had an opportunity to throw, he has thrown strikes. Another strike for him.
Handoff up the middle. Space found by Nate Moreno. Move the chains. First down for the Cowboys.
Nate Moreno right up the middle. As we said earlier in the game, a fullback was a big part of the McCollum Cowboys offense under Coach Klon, and Coach Wilkinson taking the reins here and going to make full use of big Nate Moreno and his running ability as a senior. First down across the 50-yard line for the Cowboys.
The pitch out to Moreno, lowers the shoulder, picks up maybe about a yard. What I love that we're seeing from the Cowboys, good mix of passing, got a little bit of action in the air. You're seeing the Cowboys run the football, so we're seeing a good blend of both for the Cowboys, and I think a little bit different from what we've typically seen from the Cowboys in the past, a little bit of a different style that Coach Wilkinson's bringing to McCollum.
And Haley, that's an excellent point as well. As varied as this offense is, again, it's easy to forget that is game 1. A lot of the playbook in for the Cowboys already in the first game of the season.
Casares finding some space on the outside. Goes untouched out of bounds thanks to the big block from Nate Moreno. And we are seeing a little bit of chippiness going on.
Bring it back, Bobby, for that play. Watch Nate Moreno on the block there leading the play. A pancake for him. clearing the way for Cáceres around the left side. And again, things got a little bit chippy. Flags were thrown, and we're going to see if this is offsetting or if this goes one way. Here we go. The official says dead ball foul, personal foul against Bobcats. Let's see if that's the only call that's made. It is.
Yes.
So not offsetting. That'll be a big 15-yard penalty that'll get marked off against the Bobcats. But again, boy, a shout out to number 3, Nate Moreno on the block. Boy, got a great fit on the shoulder pads and cleared the way for Cáceres. Add another 15 yards to the play. The Cowboys in, well, just right outside the red zone. It looks like they are just outside the 20-yard line from here.
Great field position here for the Cowboys. Cáceres looking up the middle. Great catch. The duck, the dive, touchdown for number 22, Rudy Rodriguez for McCollum. From Cáceres to Rodriguez, McCollum's back on the board.
Boy, Bobby, let's take another look at that. The pass was just a little bit high. But Rudy Rodriguez goes up, and then he ducks under the defender, gets across the goal line, 14-13. The extra point is next. See if the Cowboys can tie it up.
Snap, the kick, it is good. We're all squared up at 14-14 here in the second quarter, thanks to a great throw from Cáceres, a great block, a great catch from Rodriguez. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to South End Stadium. We've got a good one. It's easy to forget that it's game one, Haley. You could not expect anything better than what we are seeing here today on game one. Impex Live here has joined us in the chat. Thank you for joining us. We love streaming and we love shining light on these athletes. We thank you for joining us here on our stream. 14-14 is the score. We're still in the first half. It's 7:35 left in the second quarter. It was Cáceres to Rudy Rodriguez from the 20-yard line. A little bit of a high clothesline pass. Rodriguez brings it down, ducks under the defender, gets across the goal line, and scores to tie it all up. Here come the Cowboys. Again, I bet you it doesn't go to Hines, Haley.
No, I don't think it will. We'll see. Short little kick here, right at the 40. Again, more chippiness happening here.
The Cowboys going with that lob kick on their two kickoffs since giving up the kickoff return on the opening play of the game. And Haley, you brought up the chippiness, and we said before the game, I'm telling you, you got the Frontier Bowl, you got McCollum and Harlandale, and that gets a lot of attention. It's game 10, and that rivalry dates back to 1964. But the South and McCollum rivalry, man, the only thing it's lacking is a name, because anytime these two teams square off, you can expect fireworks. You can expect all-out effort from the Bobcats and the Cowboys. It's, your rival does that to you, brings out your best.
Brings out the most competitive side of everybody, and it makes for great entertainment here. So we see the strike almost picked off there by McCollum. Elijah Fernandez for the Cowboys was all over that one.
Elijah Fernandez comes through, and he might have been fortunate not to draw a flag. There was a little contact, but the officials probably calling that incidental as he was coming for the ball. I see Preston McAlexander in the chat. Preston McAlexander wore the green and gold very recently, and he's off in life. Thank you for joining us, Preston. I can only imagine who you are rooting for. Preston was a big tight end and made a lot of great plays for the McCollum Cowboys.
2nd and 10 here for the Bobcats. A little bit of movement here. Again, I think Bobcats might have jumped early. Lots of mistakes here on the O-line and on the D-line for the Bobcats. So this is going to bring them back 5, should be 2nd and 15.
Haley, this is the 3rd or 4th movement penalty that has been called on the Bobcats on the offensive side. Defensive side has gotten called for a couple of them. Here in our chat room, bringing up Brandon Ramon, who is also coaching for the Cowboys. I believe it's his 2nd year. Brandon Ramon played for the Harlandale Indians as quarterback, took them to game 13, 3 rounds deep in the playoffs, but he's coaching linebackers here for McCollum. We wish Brandon Ramon all the best.
Mata, plenty of time, good protection. He's able to find his man, but great defense by McCollum. Pass complete to Julius Martinez, but the tackle by Barrientos. That's going to bring up still 3rd and pretty long here for the Bobcats.
Justin Barrientos doing a good job of realizing the situation. 2nd long, he saw that cut to the flat and came in, just let the catch be made a sure tackle, and it took care of business. 3rd and 15 now for the Bobcats.
Mata gonna need something long here. He may have it, and he does. The catch by Mendez. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Noah Mendez across the middle, a post on a post pattern thrown perfectly from Anthony Mata, and it is a score for the South End Bobcats. Explosive plays tonight. The PA announcer telling us that was a 75-yard play. It was Anthony Mata to Noah Mendez right across the middle, and perfectly thrown, perfectly timed. Touchdown, South End.
I think, Coach, that was a 65-yarder. We might have got incorrect from the from the booth, but other than that, the snap is good. The kick, the extra point's good by Castillo, and the Bobcats regain control, up 21-14. 6 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Excuse me. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
And we bring you back to South End Stadium. The Bobcats leading 21-14 after another explosive play. It was Noah Mendez at the end of an Anthony Mata pass for a touchdown. We've had some really explosive scoring here today. It opened up with the kickoff return for a touchdown, Isaiah Hines. We saw McCollum on first down on a one-play, about a 55-yarder. Elijah, that was Jeremiah Guerra at the end of a Caceres pass. And we got the kickoff coming.
Short kick here for McCollum, who loses the football. It's bouncing around. Hard to tell who's on top of it. It does look like it's South Sand.
Number 13 for South Sand comes out from under the pileup. That's Kid Salinas on a law kick there. The Cowboys unable to field it. So after a big explosive play, the kickoff return team
So recovery there by the Bobcats. Bobcats football, they're going to have a chance to punch it into the end zone again before halftime. Wide open play. Mata to Hines. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, a lot of times you see that after a big turnover. the offense going for the big play on the first play, and the true to form, the South San Bobcats will do that. Let's get another look at that. We just saw a pass to Noah Mendes, and this time Isaiah Hines at the end of an Anthony Mata pass. So Mata on back-to-back plays for South San throws touchdown passes. We were tied 14 apiece just a couple of seconds ago. Now the Bobcats getting ready to take a 14-point lead if they can get that kick through the uprights, and they do. We've got a good one here. It's game one. You wouldn't know it. The kids are playing hard. South San up 28-14. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
We bring you back to the South San Stadium. 7 Cents Media is new to our sponsorship team this year, and you know them, but you don't know them. Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro, who have been our camera crew for years now. This is their business, and they are very professional in all their products. As you see on the spot there, podcasts, documentaries, live streams. 7 Cents Media. Glad to have them on our crew. Glad to have them on our sponsorship team.
So South San with the 29-yard touchdown. Hines with the catch. Mata with the throw. South San, all of their touchdowns have been big plays. We've seen big plays from South San. Again, we'll see how McCollum responds here. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Do see flags on the field. We'll see what those penalties are.
Well, just going by the official who threw the flag, I'm going to say that somebody crossed the line before the ball was kicked. I was looking back to see who was going to receive that football, and I didn't see the kickoff team, but that will be, if that is a 5-yard penalty, it'll be assessed at the end of the play. So instead of starting from the 37-ish yard line, they will start from the 42-ish. Mark it off. The umpire does. It'll get across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys still on their end of the field, still in Cowboy territory. And man, that's got to be a shocker for the Bobcats. Just about 10 seconds of football ago, we were all tied up, and now they take the field, trailing by 14. Can they answer?
Handoff up the middle to Moreno. It's not going to get anywhere. Do you see a flag far side of the field? So we'll see what the penalty is here.
Carried by number 3, Moreno.
Flag on the play. Yeah, offsides, he says, against the, I think somebody for the South San defensive line was lined up across the neutral zone, so another 5-yard penalty. That'll be the third offsides penalty against the South San Bobcats defense here tonight. So 1st and 5, a 5-yard prize given to the Cowboys.
Casada is going to keep it himself up the middle, finds a pocket, slides. Little bit of a late hit, but I think they're going to let it slide. Good 15-yard pickup by Casades, first down for the Cowboys.
That was a called quarterback draw as the middle of the defense opened up, and nice read by Casades right up the middle, about a 10-yard gain, 11-yard gain on the play. The PA announcer tells us 1st and 10 Cowboys.
Casades drops back, rolls around to the outside. He's going to put on the Jets, take it himself again. Picks up another 6 or 7 yards.
Boy, Anthony Casades, Haley, we were kind of joking back and forth about it not feeling like game one. Anthony Casades is a sophomore. Let me check my notes here. He's a sophomore. This is his first quarterback start, and he's not playing like it's his first game either. Again,
Casades looks like he's in, a lot of these guys look like they're in mid-season form. the handoff up the middle. Moreno tries to find some space, has to adjust, still on his feet. Nate Moreno, what a run. First down, Cowboys.
Nate Moreno for the Cowboys, Alex Trevinho for the Bobcats.
Tackle made by number 9, Braden Booth.
Let's get another look at that. Nate Moreno gets contact first about a couple of yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet, and continues to go. We've got trainers on the field taking a look at a Bobcat. While they do that, we're going to take a break. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to South San Stadium. It's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They are in South San territory at the 30-yard line after a big Nate Moreno first down.
Cowboys gaining a little bit of momentum here. Saw a jump. They do see the flag. Free play here for the Cowboys. It is picked off, but I think that's all going to be scratched. Got a little bit of a jump there from the Bobcats. I think we'll see what the call is, but that's what it looks like up here. Yeah, it's going to be offsides.
Coach Badon is not pleased. That is the 3rd or 4th time that the Cowboys hard count has brought the Bobcats defense across the line of scrimmage, and you just can't be giving up 5 yards like that on a driving offense like McCollum. So instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 5. And, really the Bobcats fortunate that the Cowboys weren't able to capitalize on that. It is a free play, so you can throw that one up for grabs and hope for the best, and something bad happens like an intercept, doesn't count. 1st and 5, Cowboys.
Casares has a little bit of time. Alec Pacheco tried to stop on a dime, tried to find a little bit of space, but wasn't able to. Good defense there from South San. Still going to be 2nd and 5, same spot.
Cowboys dialing up that tunnel screen once again. It worked well for them in the first quarter. I think Jeremiah Guetta was at the end of the first attempt at that tunnel screen. No gain on the play. 2nd and 5, 6, something like that.
Casares rolling around, trying to find someone. No good. He was looking for Zapata. Had a little bit of space around the outside. Zapata looks like he wanted a penalty flag, but nothing. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys.
I can assure you that that play is going to be reviewed a couple of times in the quarterback film room tomorrow morning. Jordan Casares had a little bit of room. He might have tucked and run on that one. He's a sophomore. Lots of learning to do. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports. Robert Villafranca along Haley Wilson. Bobby Mendez at the tech table. The Castros behind the camera. We'll be right back.
See me shine, 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 walking on beams of a light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
And we're back at South San Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys driving now have benefited from a couple of Bobcat errors, but they've still got the ball, and they're deep in South San territory, 3rd and 5 at the South San 24-yard line.
Ball gets dropped. Casares just falls on top of it. Smart play there from Casares. But that is going to bring up 4th and 5. We'll see what the Cowboys look to do here. I would imagine they're going to go for it. Yeah, it does put the ball back to the 30, so that is going to bring up 4th and 11 for the Cowboys.
A little bit too short to punt and a little bit too far away for a field goal unless you've got a really special field goal kicker. It doesn't look like the Cowboys feel like they do here in game 1, so 4th and a little more than 10.
A little bit of movement here. Cáceres has time, jumps, is able to get it out to Rodriguez. Finds some space around the outside. He's still moving, but I do think Rodriguez might have stepped out of bounds. So that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Cowboys. And South San going to get the football back with 3:51 left. Thank you, everybody. Dropping some comments. Some cheering for the Cowboys, some cheering for South San. Thanks everyone for keeping it clean and
keeping it sportsmanlike.
You know what? Let us know where you're watching the game from. How about that? I'm sure we have people. Watching all over the country. I know my sister's watching all the way from Florida today.
Florida.
My sister and her fiance Justin, all the way from Florida. They're tuned in.
Florida woman.
Yeah.
We say Florida woman. Tuned in, and I would be tuned in too if I was in Florida. And I'd certainly be listening to your call, Haley. You're doing a great job. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Handoff up the middle. None other than Trevinho finds some space. Good little run there from Trevinho. He's going to pick up just about 5.
Alex Trevinho on the carry.
You know, we said some really good things about the South San defense, but McCollum's defense looking pretty good here, led by a veteran athletic secondary seniors Hayden Gonzalez, Jeremiah Guerra, Elijah Fernandez, and junior Caden Antu. That's the secondary that Coach Wilkinson feels has some headhunters.
A little bit of movement.
Timeout.
Oh no, movement. We're gonna get
called against the Bobcats. The 5-yard penalty.
Another penalty against the Bobcats. Coach Baron, again, not pleased. But that's gonna bring up. Going to put the Bobcats back to where they were, so 2nd and 10.
Trevinho, a 5-yard gain, and then the Bobcats nullify that gain with a 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 10, as Haley said. Here we go.
Handoff up the middle. Movement, still running, still on his feet. None other than Trevinho, number 22. Lost his helmet. Might have to take a break on the next snap, but a good run there from Alex Trevinho. That's going to be a Bobcats 1st down.
Boy, Alex Trevinho, is he impressive or what? Again, yards after contact is just ridiculous. That was about, I'd say that he had at least 10 yards after he was contacted on that play.
Minimum.
Nate Moreno doing the same thing for the South San Bobcats. And, you know, that's especially remarkable with how good these defenses are.
Fresh out of downs here for the Bobcats. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here before halftime. Another handoff to, believe that is.
Well, we know it's not
Arenas.
Trevinho.
I think it's Arenas. We'll see.
27, I think it is, Haley. That's number 27 on the roster is Carlos Arenas. And we knew it wasn't Trevinho because his helmet came off and he was on the sideline.
He's back. He's back in.
3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for them.
Okay, thank you. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats, but we are at the 2-minute warning. So we'll take a quick break with you're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
And we are back here at South San Stadium. Just got past the 2-minute warning. South San trying to punch in another tutty before halftime. McCollum doing everything that they can to stop the Bobcats. McCollum won the toss, deferred, so they will receive the football to start the second half. Ideally, McCollum gets a stop here, sees if they can punch something in before halftime, and then comes out, gets another crack at it. We'll see. South San with the ball. Mata with the pass. Good catch there by Martinez. Mid-route adjustment. Martinez is able to grab it, snag it. First down, Bobcats.
Julius Martinez at the end of that. Boy, impressive. I had to come back to look at the roster. He found the open spot in the zone defense and kind of hung there. That's a great route running by Martinez and a great read there by Mata to get it to him quickly. First down, Bobcats.
Bobcats at the 43. Mata, plenty of time. He's trying to find Ethan Segura, but good coverage there by the Cowboys. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock's going to stop. 1:48 left.
Haley, you asked, and our viewers have answered. Luke Landa checking in from Texas State at San Marcos. Luke provided a lot of excitement for the McCollum Cowboys and their fans while he was here. And we wish him well there at Texas State. And John Paul Fisher, Caesars in southern Indiana. So, again, we really appreciate you.
Coast to coast.
It fuels us. It fuels us that you are tuning in from around the country.
Handoff up the middle. Trevinho finding space, getting shifty, still on his feet. And that is going to be about a 9-yard pickup. Not enough to move the chains, but should bring up 3rd and short for the Bobcats.
Well, really a tough spot for the McCollum Cowboys. I have always thought that for a defense, the worst time that you want to give up a touchdown is right before the half. I mean, that can really, it's very demoralizing. You go into the half, sometimes it's hard to get everybody's attention. And, boy, the Cowboys defense trying to stiffen up here. And
keep it here.
We're going to keep it here. Yeah, we got some Vicente Fernandez.
I was going to say, how can you not want to keep it
we
here?
gotta listen to this. This is beautiful. Come on. Come on.
We got some Vicente Fernandez here on the PA at South San Bobcats Stadium. Some great energy here at South San, and how can you not love it? You look across, the Cowboy faithful have come. You look on the near bleachers, the South San faithful are here, as they always are.
I got a checking in from Arizona.
There you go.
There we go. Another one checking in from Arizona.
And if they don't have Vicente Fernandez on the Arizona radio dial, man,
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I think they should.
Okay, they should.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Oh, now they're turning it off. No more Vicente Fernandez.
31 Bobcats from the 30.
1 minute, 16 seconds left here before half. Again, South San trying to punch it in here. 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Ooh. And that is a no-go. Trevinho was absolutely blasted by the Cowboy defense. I didn't see who made that tackle amongst the sea of Cowboys, but that's going to no longer 3rd and 1, it's going to be 4th and 5.
We're going to get another look at it, and maybe you can spot the tackler there for us. But Trevinho had not a chance to be slippery on that play, tackled on the first touch. Big play for the Bobcats, big play for the Cowboy defense.
Mata going long. Good defense there by the Cowboys. Ball tipped away by number 26, Jeremiah Guerra. No good. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Bobcats.
Looked like Isaiah Hines had just a step on the defender. Jeremiah Guetta did not give up. He extended himself, knocked the ball away, and kept the Bobcats out of the end zone. 33 seconds left to play here in the first half. We do remind you that on RC Audio Sports, we're going to take... did we get it, Bobby? We do remind you that at halftime, we do keep our cameras rolling so that you can enjoy the work of the high school marching bands for both schools. So don't go away. We hope that you stay with us and enjoy the halftime performances that we will bring with you tonight, and we bring to you every night that we stream.
We actually do have some folks in the comments, Coach, saying that they're rooting for the band. They're going to be excited for the halftime performances that are coming up here in just about a minute.
McCollum and South San both very successful with their marching bands. It's not uncommon for them to come back with Division I ratings from UIL when they have their marching contest later in the fall. Of course, early it's game one for them too, so you may not see the entire performance, but we'll see what they have here after about a month's work of performance at their schools.
Casares, QB, keep up the middle. Still moving. Tough little run there from Casares. He had a couple of Bobcats all over him, was still able to pick up a little bit of space, but it appears that that likely will be the last play here in the first half. We'll see if the
Cowboys want to run another
Cowboys
one.
can get it on time. They're lined up. We'll see. Snap off in time. Casares rolling out, trying to see what he can make happen. He's going to try to keep it up the middle, but nothing there. Good, again, good run from Casares, but that is going to do it for halftime. Bobcats up 28-14 on the McCollum Cowboys. We'll take a quick break before we bring you back the action from both bands. Stick with us. We're here at South San High School. We'll be right back.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to South San Stadium, where the McCollum Cowboys band will be the first to perform for us here. Visiting bands go first, home bands go second. As far as we can tell in our history, it'll be the McCollum Cowboys dance team on the field to start, and then the McCollum Cowboys marching band will give us their performance. We thank you for joining us here on our first football stream of the season. While you're here, subscribe to the channel and you'll never miss a game. I'm going to turn my mic down. I'm going to turn the field mic up just a little bit so that we can hear the music. Enjoy it with us.
Hey, football fans, put your hands together for the McCollum High School Gold Star Dance Team. Gold Stars are under the direction of Ms. Tammy Wynell. Gold Star social officers are Aaliyah Garcia, Abigail Salinas, and head social officer is Marisol Moreno. The Gold Star officers are Lieutenant Colonel Jaslyn Maldonado and Adrina Rico. Gold Star Colonel is Angeli Ruiz. Gold Star of the Week is Junior Juliana Salazar. Wranglerettes are under the direction of Ms. Maricela Perez. Wranglerettes co-captain is Adriana Mendez. Wranglerettes captain is Caitlin Salazar. Wranglerette of the Week is sophomore Adrina Valles. All right, Cowboys, get off your saddle, take off your hat, sit back and relax, and enjoy the sparkle and shine of the McCollum Gold Star Dance Team. The McCollum cheerleaders are under the direction of Cowboy alumni Ms. Victoria Martinez. Cheer social officers are Annabella Martinez and head social officers Haley Reyes. The cheer co-captains are Ariana Garcia and Amaria Alvarado. The cheer captain is Gabriela Garcia, and cheerleader of the week is sophomore Alexis Dimas. Your band drum majors are Hannah Aguirre, David Torres, Ivan Ortiz. Marcher of the week is Ethan Valadez. Spinner of the week is River Moreno. And section of the week is the trumpets. The McCollum Band will be performing a custom marching show by John Meehan, arranger and composer of the DCI Blue Devils. Tonight, the Cowboy Band will be performing Movement 1 entitled The First Frame. Music selections are from pictures at an exhibition by composer Modest Musagorski. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the music as the mighty Cowboy Band performs their 2025 UIL marching show, Reframed. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field.
I know who it is, right? Hey, exactly. Point out that one 2 days ago.
The band is under the direction of Gilbert Borrego, Brianne Hasso, and Matthew Settles. Color guard instructors are Jeremy Contreras and Kayla Garcia. The Cowboy Band would like to wish the Bobcat Band the best of luck this year.
And there you have the McCollum Cowboys marching band on week one. Their performance, I'm not sure that they had every movement in. I'm going to judge by the amount of time that's left. They did not, but that's pretty typical of high school bands to get a movement in week one, maybe second movement in for week two, week three, and then have all the movements in by the time that competition rolls around in October. I can guarantee you that McCollum Marching Band is going to be in the mix for a Division I rating. South End looks like they're just about ready to take the field, so we're not going to take a break. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to enjoy the South End Bobcats dance team and marching band performance here at halftime. You are watching high school football and high school halftime performances on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. While you're here, you found us. Subscribe, and you'll never miss any of our action. We have another channel. We have RC Audio Sports 2. And from RC Audio Sports 2, we will stream 18 games played at the SAISD Sports Complex. We're going to start that tomorrow. As a matter of fact, we have 2 games streaming tomorrow. Bobby Mendez will be at Southwest for the Harlandale Southwest Dragons game. And I will be at the SAISD Complex for Brady versus YMLA. And I'll be on RC Audio Sports 2. So subscribe to both those channels. We've got social media on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and we try to keep you current on all the things that are going on with the teams that we're watching. We have volleyball that has already started. We've streamed a couple of volleyball matches already. MacArthur at Harlandale in a couple of Tuesdays ago, and then we watched Jay and Southwest at the Paul Taylor Gym on a Tuesday. If you missed those games, they're archived. Come back to our channel and watch them at your leisure. All right, South San Bobcats marching band is set to take the field, and we're going to enjoy this show with them. I'm turning off my mic. I'm turning up the field mic. It's halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please turn your attention to center field to see your nationally award-winning 2025-2026 Dancing Cat dance team. The Dancing Cats are under the direction of Jaslyn Flores. Your Dancing Cat officers are Social Officer Carla Estrada, Lieutenant Madeline Saldana, Lieutenant Colonel Olivia Martinez, and your 2025-2026 Dancing Cat Colonel is Alexa Caballero. The Dancing Cat of the Week is Pedro Morales. Tonight, the Dancing Cats will be performing to Shut Up and Dance, played by our mighty Bobcat Band. Sit back and enjoy your halftime entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, direct from South San, we bring to you tonight the 2025 edition of the mighty Bobcat Band. The Bobcat Band is under the field direction of drum majors Diego Cruz and Adrian Mata. Tonight, the Bobcat Band will perform for you the 2025 UIL show entitled Back from the Grave, Part 1. And now, the 2025 edition of the South San High School Mighty Bobcat Band. And now Bobcat fans, get on your feet as the band plays the South Sand fight song. The mighty Bobcat band is under the direction of Abel Granados and Josephine Medina.
And we bring you back to South Sand Stadium. We've enjoyed the halftime performances of the McCollum Cowboys marching band and the South Sand Bobcats marching band. We always, every football game that we stream, we keep our cameras live for the bands so that the communities can enjoy the hard work that they put in. There is a lot of spirit and a lot of support that goes from the communities to these organizations, and we're happy to bring those to you. We also, on Tuesday nights, we stream a 28-5A volleyball. We've streamed a couple of them. This past Tuesday, we saw John Jay host Southwest at the Paul Taylor Gymnasium, and Michaela Garcia, outside hitter for John Jay, was our player of the game. Jay won in 3 straight sets, and Michaela had 13 kills, 6 digs, and a couple of blocks. She was newcomer of the year last year and a sophomore this year. Looks like from her playing last Tuesday, I don't think that she's going to suffer from a sophomore slump. Next Tuesday, our volleyball match of the night is South Sand at McCollum, and both of those teams started off 2-0. So that's going to be a good one. You see what the rivalry does here when South Sand and McCollum get together on a football field. It's not much different when they get together on a volleyball court or a basketball court or a baseball diamond or a softball diamond. It gets pretty real. So we're really excited about bringing you that South Sand McCollum volleyball game of a volleyball match next Tuesday. Subscribe to RC Audio Sports. You'll never miss any of our games.
We had an exciting first half of football, Coach. We had, I'm just counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different touchdowns. South Sand started and ended the first half with an explosive 86-yard touchdown return from number 4, Isaiah Hines. We had number 22, none other than Alejandro Trevinho, with a touchdown run, and then South Sand capped off the first half with a a 65-yard catch from Noah Mendez, another touchdown, and then Hines said, my turn again with another 29-yard touchdown catch. So South San really turned up the heat. But, Coach, I will say McCollum did have 2 back-to-back touchdowns, I think, to end the first quarter and then start the second quarter. Number 26, Jeremiah Guieta had a touchdown run, and then number 22, Rudy Rodriguez, caught a touchdown from sophomore quarterback Casades. And so I don't think this game's over at all. McCollum won the toss, deferred, so McCollum's going to get the football to start this second half. And if they can just find a way to gain some momentum early, I do feel like this one's going to go down to the wire.
Haley, put me in the game's not over column. One of the things that has stood out to me as I watch the McCollum Cowboys on the field here, this is game 1 of this season. It's game 1 of the David Wilkinson era. And one of the things that has stood out to me from this Cowboys team is their resilience. They have been very patient. They've had a couple of, they've had some gut punches. The Bobcats have scored quickly on them and explosively, and the Cowboys have kind of stuck right there with it and have been very patient. They were making a game. They gave up 2 quick touchdowns here at the end of the first half that gave the Bobcats a 14-point lead that they're enjoying right now. But I'm in the game's not over column.
Yeah.
McCollum will open up. They'll get the kickoff to open up the second half, and we'll see what they have. Again, a takeaway. The last play of the game was 9 seconds. The clock was ticking. The Cowboys could have said, "That's it. Let's go to halftime." And Coach Wilkinson said, "No, we've got one more play that we want to call," and they did. It was about a 20-25 yarder, but I don't think that a team that to me that's indicative of a team that's not going to have any quit in them.
Right. Yeah. And again, I know the starting quarterback for the Cowboys is a sophomore, again, Jordan Casades, but he had a great first half. The Cowboys have been doing a great job of mixing it up, keeping the ball in the air a little bit, running the ball a little bit. We've seen some great runs from Nate Moreno. We've seen some great passes and some QB runs from Casades. So, again, I don't think it's over for the Cowboys. But if South San keeps playing like they've been playing, they're going to stay in the driver's seat.
Well, especially with their explosiveness, and that's going to be something that all of their opponents are going to have to contend with. Of course, the South San Bobcats coming out off of an 8-2 season. Coach Baron hoping to enjoy. There's not a whole lot of improvement you can make on 8-2. There's only a 2-game improvement that you can make there, but Coach Baron feels like this team is capable of that, and we'll see as the season progresses. But very explosive they are on offense, and a hard-hitting defense that they are. And it'll be their South San Bobcats defense. If the McCollum Cowboys can field this kickoff, it'll be the Bobcats defense that will start the game.
Now, if Coach Baron, I'm assuming at halftime, part of the conversation was tightening up some of the errors that have been made so far by the offensive defensive line. But if they're able to tighten up there, the South San team has been, outside of that, they've looked very good so far. So we're going to get the kickoff here from the Bobcats. Again, Cowboys set back to receive to get this second half started. And we're going to see the kick from Castillo to get things moving. Catch there by Gonzalez. Finds some space on the outside. Gets right around to the 30, but there was a flag on the kickoff, so we'll see what the penalty is here.
Where is the flag, Haley?
It's in the backfield here, right about at the 37-yard line. So as soon as backfield ref threw it as soon as.
Once again, this official is watching the kickoff team cross the tee, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty if that's what it is. It's usually the penalty when that official makes the call, and that'll be assessed at the end of the run. Hayden Gonzalez coming back running that one. That was an inspired kickoff return. We've got Jordan Casades for the McCollum Cowboys. Anthony Mata, getting his first start here as well. So we've got some youthful or inexperienced, I should say. You got Mata's a senior, but Got some quarterbacks with not a whole lot of experience under their belts. A sophomore getting his first varsity start for McCollum, Jordan Casares.
High snap. Casa is able to recover. He's just going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but big hit there from
Josiah
the Bobcats.
Cerda. Yeah, Josiah Cerda is the defensive end. I'm gonna have to take that back. It looks like it was Nicholas Balderrama getting congratulated on that shot, and boy, Jordan Casares did well. Jordan Casares did well to get control of the snap, and about the time he got control of it, oh my gosh, what a shot!
Big hit there from Bobcats, and Casares, again, a short snap, but Casares is going to take it down to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Casares is in for the touchdown.
Boy, another explosive play, and I want to go back to what we said right before halftime. That, I think, is the play that they ran with the time running out at half. Let's take another look at it. I know that Bobby got that one. Anthony Casares around the right side, and you see some of the explosiveness and his speed, and that was one of the things. It was a quarterback. There was a fight for that starting quarterback spot in the offseason. Coach Wilkinson said that Casares just looked like he had the ability to make that big play, just a little more explosiveness, and proved that to be true. So here we are, less than a minute in the third quarter. The Cowboys showing explosiveness of their own. It's 28-21 now. The Cowboys have closed the gap. As we said, don't count the Cowboys out. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports, our YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
I have worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCollum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
And we are back here at South San Stadium, where Casares just ran in a touchdown despite the, some might say, less than snap. He was able to recover and run it in for a touchdown. Get McCollum back in this ball game, 28-21. South Stand still in the lead, but McCollum right behind him.
28-21, the Cowboys unable to score on that last play of the second half, but they kept the play drawn up, and I think that was the second play of the third quarter. Another lob kick, keeping it away from their deep returners, and got another flag over here. This official is going to have to put the flag in the laundry tomorrow morning, but of course this is artificial turf, so that joke just doesn't fly.
Yes,
so.
Still, you might get a little bit of the little tire shred things.
Figuratively,
bit,
right?
Yeah.
Figuratively, right? But his flag is seen. His flag has been exposed to the elements plenty here this afternoon, and as Haley reminded us in the first half, still game one, first game of the season, and you're going to see these mistakes as we go through. It's one of the things that I enjoy most streaming an entire season is you see a team in week one, and then you see them as they progress, and man, sometimes you just can't even. You just can't recognize them from week 1 to week 10.
Yeah.
And the growth that they show. A 5-yard penalty from the end of the play. It'll be 1st and 10 still as the chains move up with the down marker. So right across the 40-yard line, South San will start this drive.
South San at the 41. The handoff to Trevinho. Trying to find some space. Good tackle and read there, though, by the Cowboys. Tackle started there by number 5, Elijah Fernandez. It's going to be tackled for a, it looks like, let's see. I'm trying to see where there's a spot in this one.
It's a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, tackle for a loss there.
I beg your pardon.
Maybe
forward momentum.
Gain 2 yards there.
That the down marker moves up a couple of yards. He was driven back, but they're going to give him forward progress on that, a 2-yard gain.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 here for the Bobcats. Mata's going to take the snap. A little bit of movement.
False start again.
False start again. Yeah, I think that one is going to be on South San. So again, just a lot of movement on, again, both sides of the football for South San, proving to be a little bit of
I've known
bit of a problem.
I've known Coach Baron for decades. Actually coached against him when he played here for South San, and went to Burbank, and then came to lead this program. And I don't know, he's a little bit of a perfectionist. He's not going to be happy tomorrow morning. And I think that the South San Bobcats are going to hear week 1 or week 2 or week 8 or week 10. I don't think that Coach Baron is going to be really pleased about the false starts and offsides that the Cats are getting called for.
Bad snap again, and a tackle for a loss of might be forward progress on the throw. McCollum picks it up.
Was it a backwards lateral?
And that's going to be, they're definitely going to have to talk through that one.
The umpire and the referee are saying that the quarterback was down, but when he let go of the ball, that was a backwards lateral and a live ball. The McCollum sideline is not pleased with that, but the referee's sticking with it, and he says that the quarterback was down before he lost possession or before he gave up possession of the ball. We'll come back to the live camera, Bobby, and then we'll run that one more time. Of course, in high school football, you don't get the benefit of replay, but as a football fan, you like to know exactly what happened. Let's let this play go, and then we'll come back and revisit it. 3rd and forever for the South San Bobcats after that bad snap.
We're going to try to give it to Trevinho. Nowhere to go. Great defense by McCollum. We'll see if we can get that replay to, I don't know, let the fans decide what they think happened on that play.
Bad snap. Mata gets a hold of it. It's really hard to tell, but the referee, to his credit, man, he was right on top of it. And he's pointing, that the play was down. All right, 4th and long. We assume
We'll take a break really quick. Got a player down on the field.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
We bring you back to South San Stadium. The Bobcats are backs against the wall. 4th and, man, I'm going to say about 40 yards here to go. The punt team is on the field, and the punter would do well to get it beyond the first down marker. We'll see if he can get anything behind this punt.
High punt there. It's going to drop right at the 30. Takes a favorable McCollum bounce. South San's going to jump on it. That's going to give McCollum great field position at the 25, and
about a 15-yard punt for South San. They really haven't gotten a lot of yardage from their punt team. Again, the ball rolls backwards to the benefit of the McCollum Cowboys. The net gain or the net punt there was 15 yards, and the Cowboys will take possession just right out of the red zone, 28-21. They were down 28-14 when we started this quarter just a few minutes ago.
They came out of halftime, scored in under a minute. We're seeing a flag. I think there might have been a late substitution here. We'll see. But McCollum definitely not out of it. Some, costly mistakes, mental mistakes from South San, and leaving the door open a little bit for McCollum. We'll see if they're able to capitalize, as I might have jinxed myself there. McCollum gets pushed back, so it's going to be 1st and 15 for them. But again, still good field position here as we just kind of sneak into the third quarter.
Over about 2.5 quarters here, we see McCollum. We see South San using the quick strike offense. McCollum has stricken quickly on occasion, but much more, the tendency here much more is to drive the ball. And we'll see if they can drive the ball 30 yards and even the score.
Cáceres has some space. He's going to try to run, escapes a couple of tackles, but let me tell you, Braden Booth was not going to let him go very far. Braden Booth was on the move there. I think McCollum, I'm hearing a lot of whistles, but I'm not seeing a penalty flag.
What happened there, Haley, I think from here, there is
a penalty. There we go. Oh, okay. I do see the flag now.
Holding over here, and also the ball rolled free at the tackle, but it was after the whistle, so no fumble. The referee indicated a holding call. The umpire still got the ball in his hand, so he's going to mark off 10 yards. It's a live ball penalty. So that will replay first down. 10 yards now, about 25 yards. First and 25 to go. Braden Booth missed on his first attempt, but boy, he closed ground in a hurry to make a tackle on his second touch.
Cáceres able to find Rodriguez. Rodriguez is able to pick up some good ground there. Gets about to the 30, so able to make up for a chunk of that penalty.
If I'm Coach Wilkinson, I like what I see in Jordan Cáceres. Very patient, nice reads. Lets the receiver create some space, and then he delivers. Flags
everywhere.
False start. The play will not be run. False start against the Cowboys. So the Cowboys now balancing the ledger just a little bit. The false starts and the offsides calls in the first half seem to go against South San. And the Cowboys now repaying the favor just a little bit. We see on our chat room, Bubbly Pepsi came on. He says, South San alum, always love the halftime band performance. Let's go, South San Bobcats. We love them too. Anytime that we stream a football game, we keep our cameras live for the bands.
I love it. So we got about 2nd and 20 here. Flags flying again. I do think this is going to be another penalty on the Cowboys based on reactions.
False start, once again, back-to-back false starts. So the Cowboys shooting themselves in the foot, figuratively. And that will bring up, again, a 2nd and 25. We had a 1st and 25, and Cáceres was able to deliver a nice pass to Rudy Rodriguez. But going backwards here after a 10-yard gain, 10 yards worth of penalties, 2nd and 25.
Going to be a big one here for the Cowboys. We'll see if they shake it up, put the ball on the ground. Cáceres does try to run it up the middle, but great defense from the Bobcats again. Braden Booth at the forefront of that tackle, and you can kind of sense he probably a little bit fired up after a couple of little errors, little mental mistakes in that first half, but Braden Booth is tuned in here for this second half.
Braden Booth getting a lot of attention from the Power 4 conferences. Is still a junior and one of the top recruits in the state of Texas. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the top recruit in his position in his class. So there's a lot of opportunity for this young man to play some big-time football.
Just short there for Quesada's pass incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and very long for the Cowboys. We'll see. I do see the special teams unit coming out, so it does look like the Cowboys are going to punt it away.
Coach Baron in his pregame visit, he says, don't sleep on Josiah Cerda. He says, we have 2 excellent defensive ends, and on that play, Cerda and Booth converging on the play almost at the same time. Cáceres is just having to get rid of it just to avoid the sack. So the Cowboys took the football at the 30-yard line and took a few steps back, punting from the 40, and there goes the ball downfield.
The return here for the Bobcats by Mendez. Tries to find a little bit of space up the middle, but gets right about to the 16-yard line. So South San going to have a lot of quite a distance to get down the field here, but South San again maintains the lead up 28-21.
if I'm Coach Baron, I'm feeling like I dodged a bullet there. You know, we gave the ball up and gave it to McCollum at the short field. McCollum unable to capitalize on that. If McCollum had been able to put together a 30-yard drive, we'd be all tied up at 28, and the Bobcats offense go back on the field, still leading by 7 after giving the Cowboys offense a short field. So, you know, if I'm a South San Bobcat, I'm feeling like I dodged a bullet.
Another run up the middle. Trevinho, though, not able to get anywhere. Great read by the McCollum offense, or excuse me, McCollum defense. Defensive line has been all over Trevinho. Trevinho, I feel like the coach was having a lot more. He had a lot more room in the first half. We've seen them make some great adjustments here in the second half. Trevinho hasn't had as many explosive plays as we saw in the first quarter.
You're exactly right. Jaden, I believe that was Jaden Ramirez, one of the members of the linebacker crew that Coach Wilkinson was speaking very highly of. A tackle for a loss here. The Bobcats struggling to put something together.
They get the ball to Trevinho. Still on his feet, but eventually, maybe, we'll see if he gets brought down. He's able to get brought down. I'm seeing penalty flags definitely going to be on the Bobcats, just based on reactions. We'll see what we have here, though. Referees all chatting.
Sometimes you see emotions flare up on a play that extends like that, and you know, Trevinho's not going to get tackled easily, and he's going to try to extend that play as much as he can. That's also going to draw a lot of contact, and sometimes, you know, you'll see emotions flare in the heat of competition. There, we are going to wait to see personal foul. We got a face mask against the Cowboys, and that will flare the emotion just a little bit. Personal foul, dead ball personal foul against the Bobcats. So we'll see how this one plays out. One was a live ball foul, one was a dead ball foul. So I think in this situation you enforced both of them. The face mask is a 15-yard penalty. That's live ball. That's going that way. And then after the whistle, that right there where you see the umpire stop and make his U-turn, the Bobcats would have had the ball right there had they not been called for the dead ball personal foul. So the umpire going right back the 15 yards. They don't actually, they technically, they nullify each other, but
they still go through the...
They still go through the counting off the yards. It's a live ball and a dead ball foul, and that's why you see that.
It's a pageantry of the being a ref, right? He's got to get his steps in too.
There you go.
He's got to get his steps in as well. He has a 10K step goal to hit on his Fitbit as well. So you know,
he's getting some use of it, and you know, a lot of that was false starts and offside. So yeah, we'll see what his Fitbit says at the end of the game. Here's the rest of the deal. The face mask is an automatic first down. So even though the ball did not move, the down marker does, and the Cowboys want an explanation. As I understand the rule, I think the face mask comes with an automatic first down, and that's why the ball did not move any, but they get the benefit of a first down after the face mask.
Looks like
Bobby, what do you want to do? Take a break here? Or yeah, okay. RC Audio Sports, you're watching high school. Good football game here on RC Audio Sports. It's game 1 of the 2025 season. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to live action, and indeed, it is a first down for the South San Bobcats. That comes with the face mask call. The officials explain that to all parties involved. Trevinho off the left side, and I called Trevinho a little bit too early. He was running like Trevinho, but he doesn't have Trevinho's jersey. That's number 27, Carlos Arenas, who has had a couple of real nice carries.
Number 27, Carlos Arenas, the carry.
I think I think Trevinho, his helmet came off on that play. He's on the sideline right now, so he's not in the game.
I think there might have been a bit of a quick tiff between between Coach Baron and Trevinho, but I'm sure we'll see him back here any second now. He was getting a drink earlier and hanging out with the sports med staff here on the sideline, but he's making his way back up.
That's good coaching. You know,
right.
You give a kid gets a little bit heated, and here comes a flag from way over here in front of the Bobcat bench. But that's good coaching. I mean, you see a kid flare up a little bit, and you want to take him out a little bit, cool off. Let's get things under control, and let's play. So credit to the adults in the room.
Yeah, and again, it's you have to remember we're watching and cheering on kids, right?
That's right.
Tons to learn.
Oh yeah.
Great lessons in sports and on the field here that'll translate to life as well. So
great point, Haley.
Yeah.
To anyone who would listen, anybody who will listen, I try to remind them that this game right here is part of the educational process.
Right.
It's part of their growth. It's learning to win, learning to lose when you lose, and dealing with adversity.
Right.
The winning with grace and winning with humility, losing with grace. It's
right.
A lot of life lessons being learned on that turf.
Mata's going to drop back, has plenty of time, is getting hunted down, though. Sack for McCollum, brought down by number 12, Jeremy Salias. Great tackle there by Jeremy. McCollum all over it.
Mata looking downfield, and it looked like he had time enough to check down to another receiver, but the problem was that the defense was coming right in his face, and I don't think that he felt like he had the time to cock and throw, and had to flush that pocket, and a tackle for a loss. 3rd and about 14 now. Again, the Bobcats struggling to move the ball here in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and long here. Mata gonna run it up the middle. Has a little bit of space. Will he have enough to get the first down? It looks like he will. It looked like the football was loose there.
It looked like the football was pulled.
We'll see, but they're spotting it as it is a first down. Move the chain for South Sands. And that is going to be a Bobcat first down, so great run there by Mata, who ran at least 17, 18 yards to pick up the first down.
A quarterback draw, and I'd have to ask Coach Baron on whether that was a called play or that was a read by Mata. But again, the pocket was closing down on him, and he saw just a little bit of a gap. And once he got to that second level, he got across that first down marker. So this is the first first down for the Bobcats in the second half.
Another QB draw there. Another first down for the Bobcats.
Anthony Mata, the senior, showing some toughness from the quarterback position. And I believe that Trevinho still on the sideline, has not re-entered the ball game. Checking jerseys here. I don't see him in the huddle, but Mata taking some of that responsibility for the ground game, and 2 back-to-back plays, great plays for him. Moves the chains in back-to-back plays.
Mata with the handoff up the middle. Again, a little bit of a run. Relying on the run game there. Say Carlos Arenas with the carry, picks up just about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 here for the Bobcats.
And number 22 back in the huddle for the South Sand Bobcats, Alex Trevinho. That's going to change the play calling just a bit. It's got to change the play calling just a bit when he's in the game and when he's not in the game. Coach Baron doing what the adult in the room should do, making sure that Trevinho is cooled down just a bit before he gets back in the game.
May go to Trevinho right off the rip, who finds some space on the outside, but is swarmed up the middle by the Cowboys. Trevinho maybe will pick up 2. They'll spot him right at the 49. But that's still going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats, excuse me.
Another takeaway that I'd like to share with our viewing audience for the McCollum Cowboys is their defense has been a swarming defense. They have really converged on the ball carrier once they have stopped him, got their hands on him. And boy, a lot of defenders coming to the point of attack there.
3rd and 6 here for the Bobcats. Mata drops back, and that ball is almost picked off. He was looking for Julius Martinez. It was almost picked off by Elijah Fernandez, but let's see what's going on here. Do we have a penalty? Am I missing something? I don't think we do. I think we got a 4th down here, but we are seeing the special teams unit come out for South San.
I think we had Noah Mendez was a little bit slow to come off the turf, and the trainers from the Bobcat sideline took off, but he jumped up, so there was no need for that, and no flags on the play. The South San Bobcat punt team back on the field after a couple of first downs. They were able to get the ball out from deep in their territory. The punts have been a little bit of trouble for South San in the early going here. Another low snap. This one is a good punt.
Yeah, it bounces out right at the 16-yard line. Again, low punt, but South San able to make the adjustments, great adjustments there from Castillo, the South San kicker. He has had some spooky punts or some spooky snaps sent his way, and he's every time been able to make the most with what he's been given.
Get away, get the ball away, and he's struggled a little bit with that, trying to get some hang time on it. That was a little bit more of a rugby-style, Australian rules football kind of kick, and it was effective. It was no hang time, but there was no return on it either, and it rolled out of bounds inside the Cowboys' 20-yard line, so they've got a ways to go.
Pass outside to Moreno. Moreno's still on his feet. Moreno's going to pick up about 7 yards. Good pass there from Casares to Moreno.
Boy, if I was a defender and I had a choice, I think I'd rather tackle Nate Moreno catching up to him than squaring up to him, because I don't know who gets the worst end of the deal there, Moreno or the tackler. He really packs a punch.
They're going to hand it off to Moreno, who's going to find a pocket, lowers the shoulder. 1st down, move the chains for the Cowboys.
Great utilization of the athlete, Nate Moreno, by David Wilkinson. The offense is a little bit different than the Cowboys had been accustomed to. Nate Moreno, a senior, accustomed to running that fullback spot, and this time running like a fullback, but running from the single back spot. A fake
Casares is he's gonna keep it. Really isn't able to pick up any, or actually he picks up about 2 yards.
That's a decent gain, and that's the play that has been very successful for him. Feeling like the Bobcats are keying on that handoff, and this time Casares pulls it. I've got to watch this offense a little bit more to see if that's a read or a call, but that was a nice play.
Looks like there was some movement. Might have been on South San.
Both sides moving.
We'll see what they call here.
I'm going to have to talk this one out because I think South San moved first.
I think so as well. Looks like it was Cash Dumas Winters up front.
And then McCollum jumped, but there's not a whole lot of margin for error on the offense. And the umpire pointing as if he's going to walk off the yardage against the South San Bobcats. So 2nd and 8 is going to be 2nd and 3 after that 5-yard penalty. And again, I can assure you that this will be discussed in tomorrow's film session. Bubbly Pepsi is on the edge of their seat watching this game. We're on the edge of ours, too. This is a great one. South San
Handoff up the middle. Explosive run there from Dom Zapata. Big 1st down for McCollum, and that's the first time we've really seen a lot of action there from Zapata, but what a great run from Dom.
Dom can run the ball. He gets in the open field. He's extremely dangerous, but I'll tell you, after this play.
Another run up the middle for Dom, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. I agree. We'll take a break, but Bubbly Pepsi, we are on the edge of our seat headed into the fourth quarter, 28-21. We'll be right back. You're watching RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to live action. We'd like to say thank you to Presidio Concrete for joining our sponsorship team for the second year in a row. Presidio Concrete, big or small, private, commercial, public, private job. You know that they did the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo? They can do it. They can do it. Big or small, you need a slab, you need a porch, you need a driveway, or you need concrete for the Veterans Memorial Stadium. Presidio Concrete can do it. Their phone number is right there on the screen. If you don't have your pencil, we're going to archive the call. You replay the video, get their number. Concrete, Presidio can do it.
Fourth quarter, it's a big one, 28-21. I feel like this could go either way at this point. The momentum has shifted back and forth several times.
Both teams have shown a proclivity to explosive plays. So, I mean, gosh, we got 12 minutes. Who knows? This game could get into the 40s as well. But McCollum, McCollum driving. Dom Zapata had a nice play. And, one of the things that Coach Wilkinson really likes about Dom is his pass blocking.
Right. So we'll see what McCollum is drawn up here. 2nd and 3, Cáceres with the short pass. Good little curl route there from Alex Pacheco. Senior leader on this team, has tons of talent, tons of experience. According to Coach Wilkinson, he was one of the players that Coach highlighted earlier in the week when we were planning our coverage for the game.
We've seen that play work effectively for the Cowboys. They dialed it up again. This time, Johnny Salazar, number 50, reads it, and he runs back out to the numbers, makes a big play before it could get going for.
Cáceres is going to take it himself. Good block there by Nate Moreno.
Well, this will be an interesting spot.
It doesn't
Haley.
look like they're going to get enough to move the chains.
4th and short. The Cowboys are going for it. I can guarantee it. That's an interesting spot. Cáceres lost his footing and just short of the first down marker. So he missed it. If he had kept his feet, I think he had a first down for sure. No backs in the backfield with Cáceres. 4th and short.
Gonna run a short little pass play. Plenty of space. It's gonna be a first down. They hit Zapata, who again, we didn't see much of in the first half, but Zapata starting to go to him a little bit more. Zapata, one of the senior leaders of this Cowboy team. Move the chains. First down, McCollum.
Haley, tell me you trust your quarterback without telling me you trust your quarterback. 4th and short, and Jordan Cáceres makes a nice throw. He went to the sideline. I don't know if he went to get a play, but the Cowboys now going with, let's see who's taking that snap.
It's Hayden Gonzalez. Hayden Gonzalez, he's going to take it himself, find some space around the edge. Hayden Gonzalez is going to pick up 5, which is interesting because we saw him limp. We saw him limp off the field earlier on a play in the third quarter. So it's again must be good to go. Wrapped it up.
Obviously.
And good run there for Gonzalez, and it looks like they're sticking with it.
Luke Tejeda is the backup quarterback, and Hayden Gonzalez is an explosive player, a wildcat formation going in as Cáceres takes a break, a high snap.
He's able to recover from the high snap, find some space on the outside. That's some tough running there from Gonzalez.
Noah Mendez again. The sideline. We're going to see that one again, and I'm going to watch the end of the play. My gosh, Noah Mendez bringing the wood on the play again. I'm not sure if the defender or the runner got the short end of the stick on that, and I'm not sure here again. It looks like Hayden Gonzalez is staying in there at the quarterback position. I didn't see that. Jordan was injured, but Wilkinson staying with this formation.
Stays on his feet, Gonzalez. Picks up another handful of yards. That's going to be what looks like a 7-yard run for Gonzalez.
And why wouldn't you stay with it? It's been positive plays all the way.
Yeah.
Hayden again, just a little gimpy. You see a little limp in his step there, but he's going to stay with it.
Cool thing about Hayden, you watch him, he has no fear.
No fear.
He is all gas, no brakes. There he goes again, high snap, is able to catch it, find space on the outside. Isn't able to pick up too much there, but you look at him and he's definitely smaller than some of the guys that are chasing after him, but he just turns on the jets and doesn't care. He's running with no fear.
Nice little stiff arm, and we've got a load of substitutions coming in from the sideline. And I think that is Jordan Caceres back in the ball game now with about 3rd and 5. Definitely 4-down territory here. So Coach Wilkinson and the offensive brain trust have got to be looking at 2 plays if they need them. Jordan Caceres back at the quarterback spot. And a hard snap. Ooh, boy, that has been the bane of the South End Bobcats defense.
South End fans getting a little agitated here in the stadium. You probably hear some background noise here.
Boy, it's it's easier said than
I
done.
was gonna say,
That's an aggressive South End Bobcats defense, and credit to McCollum for using. I'm going to call that football judo, using their aggressiveness against them, and that hard count has been a good tool. A first down after the penalty was marked off there at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal for the McCollum Cowboys. Plenty of time on the play clock as they're looking over to the sideline. And the play clock not running, so I'm not sure what that's about. Reset. Now
it's moving.
Still plenty of time.
Caceres is going to keep it. Tries to run up the middle, doesn't find space, but finds some room around the corner. Touchdown, Caceres. Touchdown, McCollum.
Boy, you talk about making something out of nothing. Jordan Caceres runs into a pile of South End Bobcats and just kind of bounces off of that, keeps his feet, comes out of the pile, makes a dart for the goal line and gets there. 28-27. It's up to the kicker now for McCollum, David Garza, to even the score.
The snap, the hold, the kick. It's blocked, and it is scooped up by South End. Scooped up by South End again. There was a fumble. That's going to be a return for 2. But there are some flags on the field. Hines runs it back.
Boy, if that had counted, that would have been good for 2 points. But there was a block thrown back here around the 35-yard line. And that flag went out immediately, and that's going to nullify the 2-point play. Now, here we go, Haley. That's a live ball. That's a live ball
penalty.
Foul.
Yeah.
So do we re-kick?
Oh, here we go. We're about to find out. And 50% of this stadium is going to be frustrated. Oh, wow.
It's waved off. So the Isaiah Hines, his return is going to count for 2 points. And instead of tying the game at 28 apiece, a block punt and Isaiah Hines return makes it 30-27 instead. Big play.
Big play by Hines there.
We welcome Yvette Diaz of Soul Rose
Medicare and Legacy to the sponsorship team. Yvette is an expert on all things medical insurance, whether it's health, life, or Medicare. Give her a call. Her number on the screen. She can answer any questions you might have regarding whether it's an upcoming change that you need to make or maybe shop for some new insurance. Make sure you give her a call and let her know that you support high school athletics.
Boy, what a turn of events! What looked like was going to be the tying play on the extra point. South San comes over and blocks the kick. Isaiah Hines ends up with the football after a couple of exchanges there, and nobody was going to catch him. 30-27 now is the score. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left to play here at South San Stadium. We've got a good one. Can we just do this game 10 weeks in a row?
There we go. There we go.
Oh my gosh! I just when I saw this game on the schedule early in the summer, man, date was circled. And next week, the South San Bobcats travel to Harlandale and play the Indians, and that one is always very spicy. So we'll see how this one turns out. We hope you've subscribed to our channel. Watch all the games we stream this year. Fair catch is called. And again, sometimes you can keep the ball away from Hines and sometimes you can't, So
South San going to have the football right at the 26-yard line, it looks like. 7 minutes, 37 seconds left here. Fourth quarter. Cowboys going to want to stop. Bobcats going to want to score, probably draw the clock out if they can. But a lot of the Bobcats, I think almost all of their scoring plays have been these big explosive plays every single time.
Looked like they were putting the drive together on their last possession, and then it stalled just a bit. So I don't know if they've got the ability really to think about clock. I would say they're going to try to get something on the board quickly here. Trevinho gets the call, as he's gotten many calls here already this game in the first three quarters. We are in the fourth quarter now, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play, and the clock ticking down. The Cowboys with a 3-point deficit, and their defense is on the field. Both teams still have their 3 timeouts of the half to call. A little bit early to call those. The main thing here is that you don't want to waste a timeout because it looks like you're going to need them.
Mata going to try to keep it, find some space up the middle. He does. Mata is going to pick up the first down, it looks like. But we do see a penalty flag. Sure.
Eyes on the referee. And Mata, I think that's Mata that's slow to get up off the turf. I think he took a pretty good shot there at the end of the play. He was spinning, and a Cowboy defender came in and finished the play. It was a hard hit. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. Targeting.
Against the Cowboys. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and another Bobcat first down.
Yeah. Targeting call, that's going to be a big pickup for the Bobcats here.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. That's going to go over to the across the 50-yard line into Cowboy territory. Every first down is a dagger for a team that is trailing, because it gives the offense, of course, it gives the offense at least 3 more downs.
Mata's going to hand it off to Trevinho. Good run up the middle for Trevinho.
So on a live ball play that gets tackled in the field of play, it's the play clock goes to 40 seconds. So, 3 times 40 is 100 and what is that? 120 seconds. It's 2 minutes. So every first down that you get, you can look up at the clock and you can say we can have the ball for at least 2 more minutes if we don't stop it. And so those first downs are very, very costly for a defense that's trying to catch up. And sometimes an offense, of course, you want to get the ball across the goal line every time you snap the ball, but first downs count also.
Look at all these big bodies up front, like our friend Glenn always says, big bodies up front. We're getting a run here from the Bobcats. Space for number 3, Jacob Cepeda. Big first down for the Bobcats, and I'm seeing a penalty flag, so that is coming back.
That's coming back, so that won't be a first down. You look up at the clock, 5 minutes and 47 seconds. If that was a first down, the Bobcats theoretically could have had the ball to 3.5 minutes, but it's going to come back a 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul, and that's going to be a second and long for the Bobcats. So they've got second and third down. That's about 80 seconds, a little over a minute if they keep the clock rolling. I haven't seen the. There it is.
I was gonna say they haven't walked it out yet, but
What do you think the umpire's at, Haley?
Got to be at least 4,500, 5,000 steps.
Hey, and by the way, you sounded just like Glenn Revell. I had to look. I thought Glenn Revell came into the press box.
You know, him and I, we do get, people mix us up quite frequently, I would say. Run up the middle for Trevinho. Good little run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats.
3rd and 7, an interesting call coming up for the Bobcats. You run the ball, and you keep the clock running. Do you have a 7? You know, Alex Trevinho, of course, I think you've got a 7-yard play anytime Alex Trevinho is in the ball game. But this is a big play for the McCollum Cowboys defense as the clock winds down.
Four minutes, 50 seconds left, clock running. They're going to try to run it, but no go from McCollum. Cepeda tries to find some room along the outside. Not going to find it. This is going to bring up 4th and long for South San.
The umpire signaling a timeout. I'm not sure who has called it or why there would be a timeout on that play. But the clock continues to run regardless. The referee now signaling for a timeout. 4:20, 4:19. Nobody heeding.
Lots of talking here.
Yeah, nobody heeding that. And there looks up to the press box and says, let's stop the clock. That was about 10, maybe 15 seconds. It rolled off the clock. Now we're going
rolling again.
Now we're going to run it. I'm not sure exactly what was what the purpose or the impetus for the clock stopping was, but South San in no hurry. They've got 34 seconds on their play clock to tick off, and
they're going to let it run.
They're going to let it run. They might, in this situation, even take a delay of game, move the ball back 5 yards, and have a little bit more room to punt to. But this is going to be interesting.
17, 16, 15 seconds left on the play clock here. And I do believe it does look like they're going to take a delay of game.
Be a timeout, maybe at 1 second, or it could be the delay. We'll see what he's watching the clock, so it's going to be a timeout as it hits the 2-second mark. So 3. Here we go again. The clock's still rolling. It gets down to 3:18 before the clock stops.
We'll take a quick break with them before we bring you the last 3 minutes. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to South San Stadium. And 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to play. Three minutes and 18 seconds left to play. It's 4th down and 10. South San, of course, they could run a play here, but I think that conventional wisdom would say to punt it. Of course, they've struggled. You know, they've struggled with the snap to the punt and have come very close to getting a punt blocked. You couldn't fault Coach Baron terribly if he decided not to punt in this situation. Really, they were quite fortunate to get a couple of those punts off. So number 19 is back in the game, Octavio Castillo. So he is the punter. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to punt, but they are in punt formation. It's tight punt, 2 tight ends and 3 up backs here to protect the punter. The clock was readjusted as it should have been. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is correct. It had rolled down to 3:18, but I don't think that the clock was stopped when the officials were signaling for it to do so. So a little revision on the game clock. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. 4th and 10. The Cowboys down by 3. They were lined up to tie the game at 28, but the Bobcats blocked the extra point attempt. Isaiah Hines got the ball after a couple of exchanges, and there was no stopping him. 2 big special teams plays for Isaiah Hines. A kickoff return to start the game, and then a 2-point conversion from the defense for South San. So Isaiah Hines accounting for 8 points from special teams play for the South San Bobcats. Here we go. The Cowboys still with all 3 of their timeouts left. This is, again, just getting that punt off. And Hayden Gonzalez, not risk averse. He's going to go up there and try to get that bouncing kick. Didn't get it right away, and very savvy of him to just make sure that ball gets out of bounds. So it looks like the Cowboys will take possession. Looks like from about their own 20-yard line, about 80 yards. From pay dirt, from the 19 actually, the 18 actually. Yard marker keeps moving back. So 82 yards away from pay dirt, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, 3 timeouts left to work with, and Stout, South San defense standing between them and the end zone.
You know, the Cowboys have practiced 2-minute drill a couple times leading up, and let's see how well they can execute here on the again, first game of the season, down 27-30 here at South San Stadium. Casares is going to take it himself, run it out of bounds, stop the clock.
Little bit of miscommunication there again for the McCollum Cowboys. Casares fakes the handoff to the right. The running back goes to his left, so not a whole lot of a fake there. So Jordan Casares does what he needs to do and just runs that ball out of bounds. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys.
Casares, good little short pass to Nate Moreno. Moreno is able to get out of bounds. Again, stop the clock.
McCollum they still have all 3 of their timeouts, so they can come across the middle, but making good use of that sideline and running their plays in the vicinity of the sideline so they can step out of bounds and stop the clock. 3rd and 4, big play. I would imagine that this is 4-down territory, not sure. But 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys, maybe 2 plays to get 4 yards.
Casares is going to try to hand it to Nate Moreno up the middle, but no go. Good tackle there by Josiah Cerda, number 8, one of the senior leaders, one of the captains of this Bobcats team. And it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
4th and 3, just about 4. The Cowboys not calling a timeout. This is a crucial play, but they're going to get this one from the huddle. Hard
and they
snap.
got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hard count, and they drew the defense across the line of scrimmage again.
You had to imagine that was coming because they've done it several times, and South San just not able to lock it in, and That'll be a very, very helpful first down for the Cowboys.
Kudos to the McCollum staff there, not calling a timeout, calling that hard count. I'm sure they had a play. Maybe they would have called a timeout if South San didn't jump, but kudos to them to stay right there in it.
Casares takes it on his own, finds a little bit of space. Good blocking there.
Tackled in bounds.
Yeah, tackled in bounds. Good blocking there, though, by the Cowboys.
Nate Moreno,
Jaden Zapata, great blocks.
He was able to hook the contained man there, and Casares was able to go outside. The clock continues to run. The Cowboys saving their timeout, 2nd and 1.
Casares escapes on the move down to the 50 to 45, runs out at the 45, man. Braden Booth was flying at Casares. He was somehow able to find a little bit of space, again, thanks to some great blocks. Oh, and there's going to be holding on the Cowboys. So that one's coming back. Big loss there for McCollum.
Looked like Jordan Casares had gotten across the 50-yard line, had the Cowboys on the move, but a wasted play for McCollum. The 10-yard penalty yet to be marked off, so this is going to be 2nd down and 12. We're approaching the 2-minute mark.
Casares on the move, same thing, tries to get out of bounds, but gets tackled inbounds again.
So the Cowboys are going to have to call a timeout. They'll use their first of 3 as, I beg your pardon, that's not going to be a timeout. It's a 2-minute warning. High schools have adopted the 2-minute warning. It stops at the 2 minutes at the half, 2 minutes at the end of the game. And so the Cowboys not having to use a timeout. We got a great one going. 1 minute and 55 seconds left to play in this season opener. I know you're not going away. We'll be right back.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
And we are back here at South San Stadium. We have a good one for you guys. 1 minute, 55 seconds left. South San up 3 on the McCollum Cowboys, but McCollum has the football at the 30-yard line and is trying to do everything they can to get some more points on the board and take the season opener W. Casares with the fake pitch, the handoff. McCollum finds space, picks up the first down. What a great play there, run by the Cowboys. Great run for McCollum. They used number 26, Jeremiah Guerra, for that one. First down, move the chains. Clock is going to keep moving once they actually move the chains, but what a good play there for the Cowboys.
A little bit of razzle-dazzle from Coach David Wilkinson, the first-year head coach for McCollum here on 3rd and 10.
Casares again on the move. Trying to get out of bounds, trying to get as much yardage as he can. He's able to get out right at or before the 50. 1 minute, 33 seconds left.
1 minute and 33 seconds. Casares does his job. He gets out of bounds. We've got a South San Bobcat player on the turf. The trainer's tending to him. We're going to take a break while they do that. RC Audio Sports on the YouTube channel.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Back at South San Stadium, the Cowboys with the ball, trailing by 3, 1 minute and 33 seconds left. All 3 of their timeouts, second and short here. Jordan Caceres, a sophomore quarterback, will take the snap.
Caceres drops back, tries to escape the pocket. Massive sack there for South San. Number 33 was all over it. Justin Rangel. That's a big loss for McCollum.
That is going to leave a mark there. Jordan Caceres thought that he could escape the pressure and get around unable to get rid of the ball and at least keep the ball near the first down marker. Instead of 3rd and 2 with the sack, it's 3rd and 14.
Caceres with the short pass. The first down's good. Trying to get out of bounds. Great catch there by Jose Gonzalez. First down, McCollum.
Tunnel screen has been good for the Cowboys. And again, it nullifies a rush just a little bit. It gives your athletes the ball out in space. And boy, 35 seconds and counting. Cowboys yet to call a timeout and on the march, but not using their timeouts. 27 seconds to play.
Caceres again out of the pocket. Just kind of tosses it out of bounds. That should stop the clock. Clock is still running. A little bit of clock mismanagement up here, but
from the clock keeper, right?
Yes, yes, clock keeper. That ran about 5 extra seconds. And I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna adjust this. It doesn't, hang on, we're getting communications here.
Looks like the referee is communicating to the sideline to communicate to the press box.
Yeah, they let that run extra 4 or 5 seconds.
Move it up, he says.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
1-5.
Could make a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
15 seconds left in the ballgame.
Caceres looking up the middle, and that is picked off by South San. And that is a game.
That's a game ender.
That's a game ender. That is a game, a win cincher.
Noah Mendez.
Yeah, Noah Mendez.
Seals the deal as Jordan Caceres tries to find something across the middle. Mendez steps into the void and intercepts a pass. Game, 5 seconds. But I think we can safely say game over here. The Cowboys leading 30 by 27. I guess we've seen stranger things happen. We're gonna wait to put a punctuation mark on this one. The Bobcats in victory formation here. They're gonna take the snap and kneel it. And if they can do that, if they can execute that play, 3 seconds, 2, 1, South San Bobcats win the ball game.
South San takes home the W, first game of the season, 30 over the McCollum Cowboys, 27. We will take a quick break while we deliberate our players of the game. Stick with us. We'll announce those here in a minute. We'll be right back.
bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back to South San Stadium. The Bobcats victorious in a thriller here in game one. What a game played by the McCollum Cowboys and the South San Bobcats here. 30-27 is the final score. And boy, I can only hope that the next 10 weeks are something like we have just experienced in game one. Kudos to both programs. This was in no way, shape, or form did it have the appearance of the first game of the season. These kids were ready to play and certainly enjoyed the call. The South San Bobcats go home victorious. We are going to wrap this up here shortly. Players of the game offensively. Haley, who do you got?
Yeah, I think for our offensive player of the game tonight, we got to go with number 22, Alex Trevinho. We said his name a bunch of times, rightfully so. Trevinho, I believe, I think he had one touchdown tonight, but it was a massive touchdown run, second of the game, put up South San 14-0 and really set the tone for what we were going to see tonight. And second player of the game, Coach,
We're
special
going
teams?
to special teams here tonight, and special teams, Isaiah Hines is our special teams player of the game. Isaiah Hines opened the game with a kickoff return for a touchdown and set the tone here for the game. And then a big, crucial play as the Cowboys were set to tie the game at 28 apiece. Isaiah Hines, after a block, runs it back for two, and the final score 30-27. Isaiah Hines, special teams player of the game. Alex Trevinho, offensive player of the game. This is Robert Villafranca. I had color for you. Haley Wilson was play-by-play. Great job. Bobby Mendez at the tech table. Isaiah and Sebastian Castro behind the cameras. Arissa Castro with her still camera. We're going to share those photos with you on